So journaling, you have to record every single step, and then that will give you an analysis on how, and that's complete bullshit, okay? Most of the people, or most of the videos I watched on journaling, the guys who are doing it have no idea about why journaling is actually important. So I had to do this video because I know a lot of you are going to get into crypto and you want to start trading and you want to become a better trader and you're going to get wrecked and you don't understand why, and then people will tell you to journal, and then you will start journaling, but you will not get anywhere. So if you want to learn how to trade, and if you actually want to know why journaling is important and how you should journal, well, this video is for you. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Fefe 𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙. I've been here since 2016. I've done all the mistakes that you can imagine. I'm a profitable trader for quite some time now. I'm an investor, I'm a trader, and I dedicated my entire life on helping you guys navigate the market. So let's get into it. Number one, I actually asked ChatGPT about journaling. And I said, what is the top 20 most important things when it comes to journaling your trades? And it gave me date and time of the trade, asset traded, position type, entry price, exit price, trade direction, trade size, risk reward ratio, stop loss, take profit levels, market conditions, entry reasoning, exit reasoning. And I realized that although some of this is very important, a lot of people miss the most important component, the most important reason why you should journal. You know, Simon Sinek has this golden circle, I think is the name, where his theory, where everybody knows what they do. Some people know how they do it, but very little do they know why they're doing it. And so let's start with why journaling is super important. When you start becoming a trader, first you think it's all about the strategy and you're looking for that holy grail. And if you're at that level, well, I'm sorry to pop your bubble, there is no holy grail. So you're looking for that holy grail, and then you find out that there is no holy grail, and you just have to find a strategy that fits your lifestyle, fits your time zone, fits your persona. And then you start using that strategy and you start backtesting and start realizing that it comes down to a battle between you and you. So trading is nothing else than a self-discovery journey and a self-development journey where you realize that you have to battle with your own emotions that have been programmed and all the traumas that are deep inside you, and battle those to actually make money from the market. And so journaling helps you understand what those strengths and weaknesses are that you have to battle. What do I mean by all this? What I mean is that when you come to the charts, there is a very simple strategy. I can give you a million strategies today. The strategy does not really matter because let's say I buy when, for very basic trading, I buy when the MACD crosses, right? And that's very simple because we see what the MACD does. It's an indicator. You look back. I don't use any of these, by the way, but I'm giving it an example because this is how most people start. So you look back on the past 3 years and see whenever the MACD crossed, if I would have bought, would I have made profits? If the answer is yes, then you're good because that means that the strategy itself works. So why is it that you actually are able to identify that the strategy works, yet 99% of the people fail to make money? It is because of risk management, which I'm dropping another video tomorrow. So this is also the reason why it's worth subscribing to the channel and coming back tomorrow because the other segment is risk management, which a lot of people don't talk about. And also, it's worth subscribing and following me on X. There is a link in the description. I post daily alpha, trades, and a lot more stuff that you need to become profitable in crypto. So it's worth doing that. But going back to the fact that one of the reasons is risk management, but the other is because they never get to a point where they're able to win over their emotions, okay? So journaling helps you identify the issues in your behavior so you can become a profitable trader. Let me repeat that. So journaling helps you identify the issues and the troubles and the difficulties in your behavior so you can learn, you can work on them, and you can become a profitable trader by simply adopting. So if you understand this, if you go back to ChatGPT's answer, a lot of stuff does not matter here at all, or it's not the primary importance. So for example, you take position long and short. Yeah, you have to see whether longs or shorts worked out better for you, but that's not the first thing. The first thing is, where am I really screwing up? Or for example, you say market conditions. Of course, you gotta record market conditions, but it's not something that you should spend your time with. And if you're gonna focus on all this continuously, you're gonna miss the point. So all this back and forth, let me get to the point. which is how do you actually journal? So now you understand that trading is a self-development journey. Now you understand that you have to journal so you're able to find patterns in your behavior, and that recognizing those patterns and adopting will lead you to become a profitable trader. So here is how I journal. Number one, very important. This is literally the most important thing when it comes to journaling, is journaling your emotions. That's what this is all about. Journaling your own emotions. Of course, you have to record your exit and entry, and people will give you Excel sheets that you can download for adding your email address. Screw that. I'm going to show you step by step on how easily you can do this. But in general, you have to record your emotions. This is what I want you to remember. Why did I take that trade? What was my mental state when I take that trade? What is my reasoning behind taking that trade? What is my plan? What am I really going to do? Step by step, figure it out. Again, going back to the MACD crossing, right? When the MACD crosses, I'm going to add 50% of my position because previously I backtested that on a 4-hour chart, the last 30 times the MACD crossed, 25 times I could have made profits. That's a great explanation. Then I understand the reasoning behind the trade. And once you're in the trade, you need to monitor your emotions. How many times did it happen to you that you got into a trade just for you to, oh my God, am I actually right? And I'm just going to close portion of it. And it starts going, yeah, I'm right. And I'm going to add back to it. And then it starts dipping. And then you take the whole profit and then the chart leaves without you. A lot of times it happens because as you learn, you make these mistakes. But this is all about your emotions. So if you get back here, here is a step-by-step on how I do my journaling. Okay, very important. First off, this is TradingView. Someone asked me what this platform is. It's TradingView. It's completely, no, it's not free actually. You have the paid version as well. But I think we have a link in the description. Check that out. If we have, I appreciate if you use our link. But otherwise, this is TradingView. This is basically what you want to use when it comes to analyzing charts. This is the monopoly in the crypto space and then actually in traditional markets as well. But it's quite cool. Now in here, you will be able to see the charts. You will be able to see the different times. I'm going to do a whole video on this, but that's not relevant. What is relevant here, that it has much more features than what you think is there. So instead of getting an Excel sheet from an influencer that you can download for giving your email address, you can do it all on your own TradingView account. What do I mean by that and how does it really work? Let me just, what is happening here? How does it really work? Here's how it works. So first, I want you to draw your positions and I want you to draw your idea on the chart. So if I was trading, as I said, I'm a trader. Like I'm a professional trader. I've been trading for a while. I started with RSIs and MACDs and all that crap that I realized didn't work. Then I moved on to trend lines and realized that doesn't work either. And not for me at least. And then I started moving into smart money concepts and I started moving into price action. So that's why I don't use basically any indicators other than the session liquidity. But here can be an explanation, for example, coming from me. And as I share my charts, you can see it on X. I can say, okay, so there is massive liquidity building up here, right? And this liquidity has been partially taken. And I don't even want to go into details. I see there is a high here. We've been making higher highs, higher low, or lower lows, lower highs. And then we break above here. And that means that we have initiated a reversal in the market after taking all the liquidity. We have a higher high. We have a retest. This is a 4-point structure. So I am bullish. Let's say I'm bullish, okay? So if I'm bullish, what I want to do, I want to use this risk reward tool. You can find this here. You can just go on here and you can find the long position, short position, depending on what you're going to take. And then you put it onto your entry. Let's say that you have the level where you want to enter. Okay, this is where I want to enter. Great. Where would I put my stop loss? Stop losses, I'm going to talk about this on tomorrow's show. Stop losses are not thumb sucking. It's not like, well, let me just put it like here. I see people putting stop losses like this. Like, why? Like what? Oh, because it's 3% loss and I don't want to lose more. But that's not how it works. That's just not how it works. So you have to, again, in the plan, realize why do I put my stop loss wherever I put it? For example, and this is also what is very difficult with all these MACD and all the RSI and all that stuff is, for me, what I can say, this is liquidity. This is a massive bullish candle with a lot of imbalances. So it'll probably come down lower here. That means if this doesn't hold, we're going lower. So for me, in this trade, if I was to take, I'm not going to take this trade because I don't think this is the correct one for other macro reasons currently. But I would put my stop loss down here, this would be my trade. Okay, where do I take profits? And then I can look at different levels. I can look at, again, like I will look at an order block up here, an order block up here, an order block up here. And then I can say, okay, so these are the 3 regions. My first region to take a profit is here. How do I take profit? Again, that's also going into my trading plan. But that's a different video about trading plans. So I will take profits. I will take 25% profits here because why not? And I'm going to move my stop loss to break even. So this is a free trade. This is how in depth you have to create your trading strategy. And again, I'm going to have videos on that regarding the trading strategy. But for now, all you have to focus on is journaling, right? So once you have your strategy and once you know what you're trading, you want to put this up here. And then you even can draw something, like you can put the indicators up or whatever. I don't know. Let's put up some indicators. Like I know a lot of you are using RSI. So I'm just going to put up RSI here. And then you can have all this lined out here and you can draft, whatever you want. And then you can do all your stuff. Okay. And then you can even say, okay, this is my stop loss, whatever. This is my first point of interest. I can also say, for example, I'm TP1 and then I can say TP2. You get the point. So you can add everything you want here. Once you have drafted this correctly here on TradingView, this looks horrible, by the way, but you get the point. So once you've drafted all this on TradingView, there is a share idea function. Now you obviously have to have the paid version. I don't know how much it costs, but the paid version offers this, and it's definitely worth it if you're serious about trading. You can click on the top right corner where it says publish, okay? And then it says publish idea. If you want to go deep, if you are professional, if you want to be really professional, you can also record a video idea for yourself. It's not going to be published anywhere else. It's only for you. So you can easily explain and then you can go back to it. But if you're more comfortable writing, you can just go on to writing. I'm going to show you how to write it. So you can name your idea. What I usually name it, I can say long 𝗙 because 𝗙 is the coin I analyze and I go long. Okay. Here is where the magic happens. Here's where the magic happens because here, you don't have to write your entry. You don't have to write your exit. You don't have to write, all the stuff that we showed on the chart because we have drafted it. So you save yourself all that time going through an Excel sheet when you record, when you want to recreate, all that is gone. What you can do now here is give me a human explanation on why you're taking the trade. Simple. Why are you taking this trade? And write it out. I am taking this long because... Write down, my strategy says this. The MACD crossed here. RSI crossed here. There is an imbalance in the chart, and I do believe that liquidity is built up. You write it out. Then you go and write emotions. What emotions I'm feeling? Am I feeling confident about this trade? Am I feeling, I shouldn't have taken this trade? What do you really feel when you take this trade? I'm very confident. Like this is a textbook setup. Very, very good. Talk about risk. Am I following my trading plan when it comes to risk? If I lose on this trade, trading is a game of probabilities. We all know that. If I lose on this trade, will that really hurt my account? Or it's going to be 1, 2, 3% max? Talk about the risk here. I have proper risk management. Also, when it comes to emotions, are you impulsive? I trade because of news. Note these down, okay? When you have this, you can also, you also know the time of the day. Basically, that's it. So you have to write about your emotions and you have to write about the risk, everything that is mental. The risk that you took, you can also talk about the size. So you can talk about the size, leverage is all under one thing. So risk means what is my leverage? Did I follow my risk management that I'm going to talk about tomorrow, risk management, but did I follow my trading plan and risk management? Am I risking the amount that I'm able to lose? Do I really embrace the uncertainty of the market and am I really prepared to get a stop loss here? What is my size? Am I over leveraged or not over leveraged? Is it comfortable or not comfortable? So that's regarding risk. Then emotions, as I said, I'm trading based on news. I don't have any fundamentals. I'm just FOMOing into a buy. I'm trying to catch a falling knife. Most of the time, you will actually realize that some of this stuff is already giving you a reason not to take a trade. So when you write it out and you go, okay, what emotions am I feeling? And I'll be like, I don't really feel confident about this trade. Ask yourself why. I don't feel confident about this trade because it's not really fulfilling my criteria. I'm rather just pushing it. Don't take the trade. Simple. And immediately by just simply journaling the right things, You protect yourself from making stupid mistakes. Okay, so you need emotions, you need your risk including, do I follow my risk management plan? Do I follow my trading strategy? All that stuff. And that's basically what you need, because everything else was recorded. But if you want, you can add a lot of other things. You can say, how was my morning? My family situation, is it really bad? Anything bothers me? Bothers me. You can include it in different categories, not necessarily in emotions. Anything that you think can impact your decision, okay? And then you go continue. And then it will ask you to public or private. You want to make sure that you publish this privately. So no one else will be able to see it. If you publicly publish it, then everybody will be able to see it if they search on your username. But if you go private, no one will be able to see it. Then you can analysis a tutorial. You don't really need this. Investment strategy, you can go long or short depending on what you do. And if you want, you can even add categories, but it's not that relevant. Now, if you can go show more, you can also add tags. So if, for example, you know that you had an argument with your wife today morning, but you still took a trade, you can say argument. You can tag the trade. You can say confident. You can say not confident. You can say too risky. But already, if you do this, you would not take that trade, hopefully. So anyway, and then you go publish private chart, okay? And then you're gonna get this. This basically allows you to replay the chart in real time. So you save this link. You can also go onto your profile. You can go onto you can click on your profile. And when you land here, you'll be able to see it under ideas. It's right here, right? You see all your ideas, and then you just get here, and then you get back to this page. What this will allow you to do is a couple of things. Number one, you will be able to replay. You click on this button. Now it doesn't play, obviously, because there is nothing happened. But I would be able to replay the chart here as it moves forward. So as days pass or whatever hours pass, depending on what time frame you're on, this will display how the trade would have worked if you didn't take it, or worked if you have taken it. And then what you can do is, and not you can, but you have to do, every time you update the chart, every time you do anything, you pick up your phone to do anything with your trading, with your trade, and you actually do something, you get back in here and you take notes. Because this is what journaling is really about. That you go back here and you can see here your explanation, what really happened. And it shows it to you as a timeline. And you can go on to update idea. And it even gives you a couple of features. Let me tell you what they do. So one is, when you click on update idea, you can go, is the trade still active? Is the target reached? Is there a stop reach? Is there, did you cancel it? Did you cancel it manually? Did you close it manually too early? So you're gonna go in here and you're gonna give an update. Let's assume I took this trade and it starts dumping, right? And I was over leveraged, whatever that is, and I feel that I'm losing way too much money. I have to get out, even though my plan says clearly that the stop loss is down here, but I have to get out. You have to be brutally honest with yourself and come here and say, I closed 50% of the position at 0. I don't even know what is it, 378. I don't know. We're just gonna see the number, $378. Because I did not want to lose too much. I know it hurts, but again, trading is a self-discovery journey. If you do not do this, you're never going to make it. I guarantee you that. You have to look into the mirror and be like, hey, I screwed up, okay? Too much, 50%. And then you click on update status. Then you go on and there is another thing. Then it starts pumping and you realize that you should get back. Then you go update the idea. I got back in with 100% more because the chart is pumping. Obviously, I'm making it look easy, but you have to be very honest with yourself and you have to give great details. And for those of you who are thinking, I don't want to do all that crap, that's fine. I'm giving you the way you can become a profitable trader through journaling. I guarantee you this is the way. I've done it. I've been through it. I analyzed it. I discovered patterns in my behavior. If you don't, that's absolutely fine as well. But just so you know that this is the way, okay? This is one way. Maybe you have a better way. So, and if you do, let me know in the comments. So you update your trade. And here is where the magic really happens. Because after each trade, when you completely closed it out, you open this up, you replay it for yourself, and you start analyzing what did you screw up. For example, let's assume that this was a stop loss. Bam. First thing you need to analyze is your strategy. Why did I take this trade? I took this trade now in this example. I took this trade because there was a higher high, there was a retest, and I did believe that we are going to see a next liquidity sweep filling this imbalance. Okay, cool. If this doesn't make any sense, what I definitely recommend you is to follow me on X. Really, I bring you the best alpha. I teach you how to trade professionally. I have a bunch of stuff lined up. There's a link in the description. Make sure to follow me there. So we have it there, and then it's a stop. First thing I have to evaluate is, did I get the strategy right? Or did I really just push it? And for me, I would say, okay, so I got it right. This is exactly what I think still. It was a good strategy, but it's a game of probability, so we don't know. Okay, fine. So that's a tick. That's a tick. We did that right. Okay, emotions. I traded because of news. Okay, whatever. So you write your emotions and you start analyzing your emotions. I said it here, like when I learned how to trade, I said stuff here that I said I'm not confident about this trade. Why the fuck are you taking the trade then? And this is the beautiful thing about it, is that you do, because you're a human and you're making mistakes. So you will be able to read up on what did you feel at the moment you took the trade. And you will take decisions from there. Okay, you can even create like a rating system. Be like, how confident I am in this trade. How, again, the reason why I don't want to give you all this is because it's all individual. I created a rating. So I said, how on a scale from 1 to 10, how over leveraged I think I am. 7. Okay, on a scale from 1 to 10, how risky do I think this trade is? 8. Okay, so you give these ratings to yourself, and then you see if it goes above, for example, on a risk scale, if it goes above 6, I didn't take the trade because it's way too risky. There's no reason to take this trade because maybe the setup is perfect, but there is a lot of macro situations, news, and uncertainty that makes this trade risky. And even though my chart says that I should go, it doesn't make any sense because it's just way too risky. And then you can look back and be like, if the chart says I go, or this was right that I didn't do it. And then you go on and analyze all of this. And then you write a summary of your trade. So you go back here, you go update idea, you code manually, close manually, whatever that was, TP hit, and you write a summary on what did you do throughout this trade. I analyzed the strategy, the chart perfectly. I analyzed the chart, the strategy was good. There was uncertainty because Trump said something and the Trump nuked or pumped or whatever that happened. And that's why probably I got stopped. Be very brutally honest with yourself. I thought that this was a risky trade, but I still took it. Why? Ask yourself and write it down. Why did you take that trade? Because I wanted to make more money. Because I needed money. Because I was stressed that if I don't take this trade, I'm not going to be able to make more money. Because someone else told me to take this trade. Because Twitter, CryptoX told me to do it. Because why did you take the trade if you thought it was risky? If your answer is, did you lose more than you wanted to? Or no, it's fine. I had a stop loss. It was calculated. Everything was fine. Or damn, I lost 15% of my account. Okay, why? Because I was over leveraged. Why? Because I wanted to make more money. Why? Because I think I have to do everything in one trade. And then you realize, oh shit, no, actually, and this is what I'm going to talk about on tomorrow's show. You don't. It's not about that one trade. It's about a bucket of trades. It's about 50 trades. It's about 100 trades, about 1,000 trades. And so anyway, once you analyze all this, you will have a summary of each of your trades. Here's what you want to do after that. You want to take a sample of at least 20 trades. Don't take 5, don't take 7, don't take 2, take 20 trades. And when you have the summary for all those 20 trades, you can even feed that into ChatGPT or whatever AI model you use, and tell it to give you a pattern recognition. Try to map out what is the thing that actually screws with you. A lot of people, for example, for me, it was not understanding that it's a game of probabilities and it's a long-term game. For me, I wanted to do everything now. This is me actually. I'm pushing now. I need to make money now. And then I didn't realize that there are another 50 trades, 100 trades. But if I push now, I take way too much risk just to benefit now. The probability of me getting myself wrecked before I can even make any sustainable profits is very high. And after realizing that it's a marathon, my game changed completely because I took the leverage off, I took the size off, I took the risk off. And from recognizing the pattern that I needed to do everything in one day, I needed to make all the profits in one day, I immediately became a better trader. And then as you find these patterns in your behavior, you realize a lot of things about yourself and about your trading. And by documenting, you can adopt. So after every 20 trades, sit down, analyze, and be like, what am I doing good? What am I doing bad? I take too much risk on. Okay, I have to stop this. You have to stop this. And this is why it's a self-development journey, because the question, and there will be a time, and that happened to me and a lot of traders I talk to, that you're going to have a cognitive dissonance moment where you know you're putting too much size on, yet you still do it. Because this is how our brain works. And that's the steps that you need to take to become profitable. But once you know the pattern, once you understand what you're doing and you're not doing, I'm doing good on this. I find the right strategies. I find the right trades. But on the bad side, I chicken out of it. Because when it starts dumping, I'm afraid that I'm going to lose. Why? Because I put too much risk on. Why? Because I'm an idiot. That's why. So when you understand these, you're able to adopt to your trading strategy, change your trading strategy, and dominate and become a profitable trader. Guys, I hope that this gave you any value. I really poured my heart and soul into it. This is the secrets that I don't think you heard anywhere else. And if that's true, then this is the time to smash the like button and let me know in the comment section. Also, I really hope I will see you over on my X profile. Again, there's a link in the description to follow me on X. I post trades and charts and much more. Guys, just so you know, it's not easy and sunshine and rainbows out there when you become a profitable, or when you are on a journey to become a profitable trader. And when you understand that a journey involves you against you and the self-development, you will realize very, very fast that you have to start taking notes and have to start journaling your emotions when it comes to trading. And once you do that, and once you analyze, and once you're able to recognize the patterns from the traumas that you have and from all the shit that's been built up in yourself the past 20, 30, 40, 50, 70 years, whatever that is, you will be able to change and you will be able to become a profitable trader. Thank you so much for watching. I truly, truly appreciate you. You can check these 2 videos out here if you want. You can click here to subscribing to the channel, and you should do that and come back. We'll bring you the best alpha. Again, follow me on X and come back tomorrow for the same time for another video, which is going to be about risk management. Thank you so much for watching. Truly appreciate you. And I believe I'll see you in the next one. Take care.